Pocono Turn 1 is what it is. I thought it was a very classy way of wrecking somebody. In my point of view, you don't have to even answer the question. But that's a hatchet. Do you think that it's buried at the moment?
I'm not sure. I really am not sure. I just you'll kind of know when we race around each other again, I guess. Certainly, I think I heard, Dale Jr. and his guy arguing about this, and I confirmed to Dale Jr., but he's the only that knows truly. But listen, at the end of the race, I'm looking, and before the caution came out, and I'm catching Ross while saving fuel. I'm catching him, and I mean, I certainly am thinking, I am not going to let you win, and I'm going to win. And so, in the moment, though, I only had one objective, and that was I want to enter turn 1 side by side. That's if I can.
Because you weren't the control car.
I was not the control car. I want to enter side by side, and so my objective, and call it intentional, not intentional, was that I just wasn't going to give them 1 inch of space, not one. And so I knew whoever came out of turn 2 with the lead was probably going to win. Yeah. And certainly I wanted to make sure that he knew and the field knew that I'd kind of reached my limit, and I have to get some of the respect back. And those are conversations I had with him. I said that, listen, it's not just you. I'm mad at Bowman. I'm mad at Briscoe. I mean, for 2 very legit reasons. Bowman easily could have took us out of the Final 4, by not just being aware with 5 laps to go at Martinsville. It's just, I know the win is important to you, but I've spent my whole season trying to get to the Final 4, and I was out after I got crashed, and I had to get it back through that restart. And then, the Briscoe thing was – that cost us the regular season championship. And I'm like, damn it. So that's twice, and then you get me twice. That's in the last 10 months. Yeah. I've had it, and I haven't done anything about it. Clearly, I'm not sending a message back to the field that, I can be just run over. I'm sending the message back that it's okay, and I'm just not going to be okay with it. Because, and I said, to not get too much into our conversation, but I said, listen, I'm not saying your way is wrong and my way is right. We got to figure out how to coexist. Yeah. Because we're going to be in those racing situations quite a bit. And since the 2 times that he got me, we have been around each other a lot because, that's just, we're both up front. Yeah. And so we have to figure out how to coexist. And after I had that conversation, Atlanta happens, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We just talked about this, and so clearly it just there's just something that short-circuited there that, led to, ending my day.
Speaking of Dale Jr., I think he said it best when he said it was you were getting him back with a scalpel instead of a hammer. Yeah. I think that was a good way to put it because you're crafty. You've been doing this a long time. You're not going to drive in there and run in the back of them and spin them out, but you might move them up a little bit.
I've tried a few times.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, you move them up a little bit, and all of a sudden the fence is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.